What's up guys, today we're going to go over the job simulator Iceberg. If you have never heard of an Iceberg video, it's basically we would go over a set of entries on a topic, right? And then the further you would go down, the more obscure the entries would appear. These kind of videos were first popularized with the Super Mario 64 Iceberg, but a little disclaimer is that this is my first time ever doing something like this, and I couldn't find an actual job simulator Iceberg, so I had to make my own. So some of the entries might be like not the best or not best explained, so sorry in advance. 4 jobs. This is only referring to the playable jobs in the game. These being office worker, gourmet chef, store clerk, and auto mechanic. Jobbot. Jobbot is the museum curator and is with you in every job to explain what to do, and would occasionally bring up a fact about the humans of the past and what they did in these jobs. Golden cartridges. After finishing one of the 4 jobs, the cartridge in which you would use to access the job would become golden. This shows that you completed the entire job, and it would allow you to use the infinite overtime version of that job, but we'll talk about that later. Vacation Simulator. Vacation Simulator is the sequel to Job Simulator, but instead of working at jobs, you would be on vacation. And it would add many new features like moving around the places and collecting memories. I don't want to go too far into what Vacation Simulator is, since I might make its own Iceberg video about it. Promotions. This refers to how an office worker you can get a promotion. However, it's most notable in the infinite overtime mode, as every 5 tasks you complete, you would get a new promotion with a different name on it. A very cool thing about this is that there's an actual end to the... Okay, so post-production turns out there's not a limit. You would just say like buffer overload, and the number would just keep going up. So yeah, scrapped what I was gonna say originally. But yeah, see you guys. Enjoy the Iceberg. Small human mode. This was a feature added to the game since some players would be having trouble to reaching things and doing other kinds of tasks. This was a great addition that they even kept in the sequel Vacation Simulator. Captain Sauce. Captain Sauce is a gaming YouTuber who plays many different kinds of games. One of the most popular series on his channel is about Job Simulator, and I find that he has some of the best videos on that game. Infinite Overtime. This is the mode that was later added to Job Simulator, in which you could do randomized tasks in the main 4 jobs. These jobs would be set at nighttime, and you'd have a few little changes than the normal ones. TempBot. Since we are still on the topic of infinite overtime, I would like to mention TempBot. He only appears in the infinite overtime modes and replaces JobBot in it. Killing Little Timmy. Okay, so in Gourmet Chef, there's this character known as TimmyBot, who is allergic to tomatoes and warmth. The funny part about this is that you need to make him a pizza. Most players, including myself, would put tomatoes in the pizza even though he can taste it. And I still don't regret what I did to him. Job mods. This entry refers to the 3 modifiers you get when completing all 4 jobs. These are Bouncy Mode, Dollhouse Mode, and Low Gravity. These are really fun to use as they change up how you play these jobs. Not to mention, there seems to be 2 scrapped ones as well, these being Overtime Mode and Game Dev Mode. The Overtime Mode was going to be a cartridge instead of the switch to change from infinite overtime to normal. And the Game Dev Mode was exclusively for the developers, but I don't really know much about it. Alchemy Labs. The reason why I put them so low is because I believe most casual fans of the games don't even know who made it, or their other catalog of games. But yeah, Alchemy Labs is great at making these wonderfully fun games to play. Achievements. Not much to say here, but Job Simulator has a total of 11 achievements. None of them are inherently hard to get, as you'd get a ton by accident by just fooling around. Spectator Mode. This is a mode that only works on certain headsets. In this mode, though, you can record gameplay from a different angle by just moving around a camera. rotten foods / throwing up. This entry refers to how eating or drinking certain things can make the human continuously throw up. Computer. In Office Worker, there is a computer that you can play around with. You can draw, play games, write, and look at emails. Another cool part about it is that in Infinite Overtime, you can even order from different websites from the other jobs. It's really cool. The Human Uprising of 2027. This refers to when JobBot mentions this event. We don't know anything about it, other than it's in a couple years. Just get ready.
In a mess this big since the Human Uprising of 2027.
Magic Burrito. This magic burrito is the way you get back to the job museum. You need to click a button and then a briefcase would just spawn in front of you with the burrito in it. Areas outside the jobs. This entry is talking about the area outside of where you can explore. Many jobs have rooms and even objects that the player cannot access. You can see for yourself by watching the video Job Simulator Secrets. The link will be in the description. Job Museum. The Job Museum is where you can access all the jobs. The reason I put it this low is because we hardly know anything about this place. But I'll go deeper into this farther in the iceberg. Shredding the JobBot toy. In Office Worker, one of the tasks contains a shredder, and on top of the coffee machine is a JobBot toy. If you throw it into the shredder, he will have a unique voice line saying, "Somebody help!" The same can be said about the TempBot toy in Infinite Overtime, which would say it's finally over when thrown into the shredder.
I'm a computer.
Model Human Song. This song can be played in Gourmet Chef. However, it's not even the full version. Parts of it are slightly changed and it sounds a bit different. It also seems to reveal some parts about the lore. Take a listen.
Human, do you think you're alive? Does your memory gas this moment? Do you feel lonely when the only human in a simulation? What it is to work a job?
Hidden Glove. In Auto Mechanic, there's a little Easter egg where if you go into the glove compartment in one of the cars, you can find a secret glove. Brain and hand in Office Worker. Coming off of the topic of the hidden glove, in Office Worker, you can use the copy machine to copy your head, giving yourself a brain, and you can do the same with your hands. Bot 10110. In Office Worker, there's word of a bot 10110 who retires. We never see him in-game, so it kind of makes him a little mysterious.
10110
is retiring tomorrow. We wanted to give them a parting gift. Everyone's pitching in. Why don't you give me something you'd like to contribute?
JobBot and TempBot in Vacation Simulator. In Vacation Simulator, if you collect every single memory and go to the ending party, JobBot would arrive and congratulate you. TempBot would even appear in the giggler mode. Credits. Like I mentioned before about the briefcase that the player can spawn, it also has a small card that if you pull out, it would contain the names of the people who worked on the game. If you keep pulling them out until the end, you even unlock an achievement. Early footage. Not many fans know about this, but if you go on Alchemy Labs' YouTube channel, you can find old videos of teasers for Job Simulator. The game's art style looks a lot different than what it does now. Some of the designs for the jobs even look different too. Most of all, even JobBot looks completely different, sporting a new design and voice. Ghost of Overtime. This refers to a glitch that occurs in Infinite Overtime Office Worker, where a bot would just sit there. It is believed to be a placeholder for TempBot, but being alone in the dark just with this guy makes it chilling. Sequel. This entry I made sort of as a question. Will they ever make another simulator game? Will it be a straight up Job Simulator 2 with new jobs? They might not, as Alchemy Labs seems to have moved on from those games. Not that it's a bad thing though. Those new games look fun. JobBot's phone number. This refers to a whole sequence of things you can do to solve secret messages. I'll just try and summarize it because there's so much to talk about. You would basically insert stuff into the job, such as calling the phone number that job bot gives you. Then it would give you more codes to crack. After finally solving the mystery of these many codes, you would get a postcard saying, "Greetings from Vacation Island," which is a teaser for Vacation Simulator. I never knew about this, so it's really cool to find this out. If you are interested, try and look it up. I'm sorry I can't explain it too well, because there's like a whole document talking about this. Model human theory. Okay, so I'm just not going to go off of a script on this one, as there is a ton to talk about here. It's not necessarily a theory I had, as I saw it on a comment of a YouTube video, but I can't find the comment, so I'm really sorry I can't credit you. However, I'm gonna just say the stuff I remember. So in the Model Human song, it would keep repeating, "You are a model human. Do you think you're alive?" and stuff like that. So the theory was basically saying that the reason that there's no humans is because you are a model human. You're the last human, but you're like a model. You're not a real human. That's why there's a job museum. It's because it's a museum for all the jobs. That's why also JobBot would like talk to you saying, "Oh, humans in the past used to do this," and stuff like that. So it's likely because bots are watching this to see what humans used to do in these kind of jobs. It's kind of dark, as it just shows that like humans are all gone, and it's just kind of the sad reality of it. You're just kind of used as a tool, but yeah, it's a really cool theory to think about. So yeah. Alright guys, and that is the end of the Job Simulator Iceberg. I'm very sorry, I know it wasn't the best, but yeah, I never did something like this before. If I ever do something again, I'll try and do it better. Also, if there's anything I should have added or corrections to what I've said, please comment them below. I would really like to hear your suggestions and stuff like that. Also, if there's a ton of stuff I missed or I need to correct, I might even make a whole new video making a sequel to this Iceberg video. And with that, just bye. Thanks for watching.